3, 2. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the EU Qualifiers here for Season 3. We're into game number 2 of the ElobLade versus the Smutaha Premadeaha. And the teams are going to be flipped around. So Blade, they're on their purple team, going to be down 1-0 against the Smutaha. And I got to say, the game of throws, sir. Game of throws.
Smutaha actually had a time where they're actually down pretty much, though. They were ahead pretty much the whole game. So ElobLade has to come back from it. They are fighting for their lives. I mean, they were one of the hero teams actually going to make it out of at least this top 8. So we'll see if they can get through it. But that's kind of underselling Smutaha. I mean, they'd probably be one of the decent team at least from Absolute Legends. And I mean, technically they're doing a pretty good job against ElobLade. I mean, we'll see what'll happen from there. But I mean, they are doing really good stuff, and actually a lot of the same picks, but this time Ezreal being picked up for alternate / ElobLade.
Oh man, oh man, oh man. That Forellan Lord. Alright. What do we got here for the bans? Let's see. Lee Sin, Twisted Fate, Kha'Zix, Evelynn, Malphite, Elise. I think those are the exact same bans except for Evelynn. 5 out of 6 repeat bans from last round.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Evelynn's just
no,
a new
Malphite,
one.
never mind.
Malphite was actually a new one too. And at least I don't think was there. So, there you go.
So Malphite ruining their day. Evelynn, I mean, Evelynn still had a pretty impressive KDR by the end of it, and that seems to be a theme. Every time we see an Evelynn, it's usually like they end up carrying so hard.
Yeah, I mean, Evelynn's, AP Assassin, AD Assassins alike, they're just really good stuff that actually happened to play. Katarina versus Evelynn, though, it's really interesting in the matchup, and truthfully, I felt like Evelynn usually kind of wins that one out just because she has so much more roaming potential, because she's stealth, you can't really see her, blah 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 blah. It's just really good stuff that you see from this Evelynn. So we're gonna see that being taken away from Kryback. I think that's what somebody said over there, so I'm gonna go with a Kryback, not Kryback, Backzek, so there you go. And Kryback actually gonna be picking up the Misfortune this time. Could be a Misfortune Zyra bot lane, and I feel like, Kryback did a really good job with that Graves the last game.
We saw a Zyra Misfortune yesterday, I believe.
I think so. I think it was EU West server too. Well, actually, all the MF games were actually on EOS, so yeah. It's gonna be really good. Are they gonna pick the Vi, and then things are gonna happen, and we're gonna have to restart the whole thing?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Vi was, she's not pickable, right?
Yeah, she's not pickable.
Yeah, there we go. Vi is not allowed, yeah. No. Restricted. Yeah. Good job, Medroid, getting in on that.
Good job, Aranea, for asking that. Well, actually,
on the other team.
It's on the other team now. There you go. I mean, if it was a Garen pick, that would have been very cute, and I feel like Garen could do some stuff against maybe Jace or Olaf top lane. It's probably going to be Aranea and Olaf again. I mean, Olaf is a really sought-out pick in the EU. There you go with that.
Yeah, Olaf seems to be more present in a lot of these EU games more than anything, but we also saw a Jace yesterday as well. Dragonborn putting a Jace mid, and we already have, we have an Olaf, we have ourselves that Ezreal, that Lulu, so that's the bottom lane. Olaf could be jungling, could be top, or it could be Jace mid, could be Jace top. It really depends on what this last pickup here, but I really don't think Forellan Lord plays ADs.
Well, he's going to be playing AD today, and I think it's going to be AP Nidalee. Oh my gosh. Nidalee, Forellan Lord, Control. I mean, that's the kind of naming game we went with Karthus, and now he's going to be playing in Nidalee, who has been picked up in that competitive play, but just picked up recently for a lot of teams, just because, or not teams, well, players in general, just because the new smooth motion, the new mechanics, the new everything. Anything that's new, Pulsefire Ezreal, I mean, it's always a good thing, and Riot always makes it happen for the new players. So overall, Nidalee coming back into the fray, javelin tosses / spears all day. We'll see if it goes AP for Forellan Lord. I'm pretty sure he will, but truthfully, I wouldn't mind seeing AD on Forellan Lord, because that'd be a really interesting thing to see.
Well, he has that Nidalee. Could see it, but I do suspect it will be more of the spears oriented kind of Nidalee. But his opponent there going to be that Orianna. We do got that Zyra and the MF as previously mentioned. Smutaha going once again on the Xin Zhao jungle. We're We're gonna have an Aurelia top lane.
Yeah, the Aurelia top lane versus the Kerp slash the Jace top lane, and Kerp is a really good top laner. Unfortunately for not, just couldn't help out the team, and unfortunately, you know, a lot of it relied on Furlongamore to stay out and survive on that last game. We'll see if Kerp can kind of poke around with it. I like the team comp for ElobLade though. They're gonna be able to push, poke, literally merc down and everything. You have the Mystic Shot, you have the Shock Blast on top of the Acceleration Gate, and you have a Spirit thing that throws off Undertow over as well, Glitter Lance over as well. Lots and lots of poke, not a little bit of time over there. While Smutaha, Premadeaha wants to just get in the face, Shockwave, String of Thorns, and on top of that, Crescent Sweep with a maybe Black Cleaver Misfortune. I don't think Black Cleaver Misfortune is going to actually come into play, but definitely a Blood Time will be coming in. A pull of AoE.
Oh man, oh man, oh man. I don't think we've actually seen a Black Cleaver MF strat, but we have been seeing a lot of Misfortune.
Yeah, the thing is, if you can get Black Cleaver really early within, well, I can't really judge in the EU meta because like literally Black Cleaver should have been at like 9 minutes, 8 minutes before. But if you can get the Black Cleaver really early, like I would say about 13, 14 minutes within a Bloodthirster first, I mean, go for it, but you're just gonna be stibbling all day. But that has a lot of limitations. Like literally Black Cleaver, if you have 5 kills or if you have like 100 CS or about 15 CS per a minute, and there's a lot of qualification for it. If you take the Korean strategy of actually taking Black Cleaver first, you can't be behind it, because if you're behind on that, the other AD carry is going to have a lot more damage output, and Metal X showed that he actually is pretty good on his AD carries as well, so you don't want to actually fall behind Metal X. So Cryback, I'm pretty sure he's probably going to go Bloodthirster first, but if he does get to those qualifications of, oh, I have enough CS, I have enough kills on top of that, we could see a Black Cleaver first.
Interesting to note, Furlongamore going for a more movement-oriented build because he does not rock anything other than the Flash Ghost. No exhaust, no ignite, no teleport this round, and I kind of feel that teleport was very integral into the early, well maybe not early, but more the mid-game success of ElobLade right up until they lost.
Yeah, I mean, truthfully, well, we'll see if ElobLade can come in back into us. I feel like they should be able to win out a game too, especially with the comp they have. They're going to be pushing so hard, and I don't know if the team of Smutaha, Premadeaha is actually being ready for this. I mean, they have a good comp to actually disable and defend, so hopefully it'll come into fruition.
Alright guys, we're going to get game number 2 rolling here as Jace background accompanies us. You know it's a Metroid Steam when you see that Jace, but we are going to get game number 2 down 1-0. The number 1 seed of EU West was just beaten by an EU East team, and that's apparently a really big deal, as everyone has kind of always considered EU West to be the more competitive of it. But if we can have Smutaha Premadeaha take this in a 2-0 sweep, it'll be a symbol of hope for all EU East teams everywhere.
I feel like the EU East teams get really undersold. I mean, we did see the other team with XGBT members, and Nexus Esports, did pretty well. I mean, like, again, Nexus Esports probably had a really easy opponent per se, but truthfully, EU East has a really good background and a lot of, well, counter jungle and all that other good stuff, but they have really good fundamentals as well, so I would never really sell short any server, but EU East, EU West, they both have their highs and lows.
Waiting for the music to disappear.
Yeah, I don't think the music's actually going to disappear this time. Oh.
That's right, we love you anyways, Medroid. I think he actually rearranged the spectator for us, and he'll get back to that. There we go. So music is going to be dropping, and game number 2 is going to be starting up. Immediately I see Metal X top lane, but I'm seeing Lulu going bot lane. So which lane are they going to?
I think they're just going for a defend pattern. I'm pretty sure it's going to be taking one lane over a top lane to just deny Aurelia to actually do stuff. Oh, Narinea and wait for it. It's going to go immediately to the Metal X. Poke away from Aurelia, but really just going to back away from it. Yeah, Aurelia will back away from it, no problem. Truthfully though, I think Smutaha Premadeaha He's gonna have to keep the lanes really controlled, and this is gonna be the biggest test for this Shinjo. I mean, he played a really good Shinjo, but he didn't actually gank too much per se. And Smutaha is gonna have to do some really good counter ganking to make sure that he can make sure this 2v1 top lane won't actually happen to be a really detriment to the team.
I am seriously thinking maybe that we're going to be seeing our AD and support bottom lane. I am thinking of something of a lane switch because MeadowX is still here, and Lulu has come to join him. Now we do got a ward there at the blue in case we do see any kind of invades, but it does not look like Smutaha has really any kind of plans on invading because it looks like Jin wants to start red.
Yeah, when we do see ElobLade actually going to start out that blue, and Jace is going to go at the bottom lane. Don't know if Jace is going to take that blue buff because that would actually help him out just a little bit, but yeah, we're going to see the invade happen. The late invade technically, but then again, there's no one actually around for the team of Smutaha, Premadeaha, and they actually do know that the pings are there, and they do know that they're around, so unfortunately for not, Premadeaha can't really do anything about it, and ElobLade can be able to take out this blue buff, and Aranea will be doing some goodness right over there.
That was a real quick blue as well, but it was not smiteless. That's kind of the big difference there. Smutaha going to be able to pick up his red, and if he knew that they were there, I would expect him to go straight over to their blue, which is why we warded it from ElobLade, looking to catch him out when he does go for it. But it is that lane swap. Jace is going to go 2-on-1 bottom lane. It will be Nidalee in the mid. Haven't actually gotten a chance to actually look at Nidalee's stats, but I do suspect it will be AP, not AD. And I think Medroid needs to move his cursor.
Yeah, just a little bit. I mean, on Besek, I mean, it's cool to see them be there right in front of the, I think it's Ezreal, but then again, just can't really tell. And they're going to be doing the 2v1 swaps for both teams. I feel like the poke lanes from each team, respectively for the ADCs, are going to be good enough to just pick on the towers really fast. Although I feel like Jace can defend the tower a little bit better. Same goes for Aurelia, but truthfully, you do have that power slam, you do have the shock blast on top of the acceleration gate, so Kirk's going to be able to defend just a little bit better. Aranea actually probably going to rotate to the bottom as well, so we'll see what will happen from this.
Yeah, Jace as a long-range jungler, probably one of the better of the 2v1s. I mean, Olaf at the same time, he can 2v1 if you give him the blue, because he will get those axes. But look at the damage going for the baseball swing to the back of the head. Z-Fruit is going to have to get off that heal. Aranea in here as well. First blood will go down to Kurt in the 2v1 situation. But here comes the mid with the teleport. Again, teleport's very integral here. Going for the double kill for the tower dive. Kurt with the barrier as well. Might not be good enough for that misfortune. She is going to be dropping really low. No death there as Smutaha also coming in. So it's a party lane bot there, Mr. Bird.
Such a great play by Bezek. Just saving out the misfortune, trying to go for the dive. Barrier and Flash can be used up by Kurt, but overall, in general, a good one-for-one trade over there. Wait for it. It's going to go take it down, but JRE tree is not going to be taken out alive. He might be buying boots a little bit earlier this time. I don't know. We'll see if that'll actually happen that play though.
Before the 40-minute mark?
Possibly. On a really slow support, I would think that'd be the good play. Oh, we do see Smutaha going to be caught in a little bit of trouble. Z-Fruit going to be able to use his Vines to slow down the team, but Aranea still going in for this. He's going to miss off on that undertow. He's going to get some reckless swings, but is not going to finish up onto that kill.
Man, that one axe that missed was probably the biggest difference right there. Kurt with the acceleration gates on top of an Olaf late game with the Shurelias. That seems like a fun move because it's like a double Shurelias movement. Now the problem here is that if that bottom tower had dropped, and it's going to drop in the next minute, I can probably guarantee you that, that would have been a pre-5-minute tower, and then we probably would have seen the lane swap again, putting the ADC's top lane and letting Aurelia farm a little bit bottom.
Which is really interesting to see, but then again, didn't get it out there. It's a really big play right over there. MetalX and JRE, I mean, they're doing a pretty good job. 33 to 32 on the CS score right now. 80 carries are pretty much even, but the middle lane, it's all because of that teleport down. That is Orianna going to be up a little bit, but truthfully, they're pretty much even up as well. Prelon Lord, I haven't actually, never seen them play Nidalee as well. We'll see what'll actually happen with Nid play.
As I said, 32 seconds later, bottom tower is now down. Party lane in the bot, and that's going to result in a really quick tower. But at the same time, ElobLade's been doing a good job at this top one. It's likely to drop right here as well. Wait for it, doing the best with that last hitting. The blade surges coming out, gonna pick up every single last hit, but we're going for the harass. Metal X with the no ignite, but wait for it, actually going to get the kill on top of Jerry yet again. I don't think Ezra's going to be in too much danger, but he does have his Jinjiao kind of chasing him. Lord in the mid going up against that Orianna, but here comes Aranea as well. Should be okay. Are they actually going to go for this? They don't know. Olaf's right there. The shockwave comes out, but he gets killed before it actually triggers. Really good burst damage right there. Smutaha trying to go in on top of Metal X, not going to grab it. Still no kill. Z-Fruit now going to be dropping as well. That was really good for the ElobLade right there.
Something truthfully for Smutaha, Premadeaha too. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I'm just at words because truthfully, I feel like Smutaha, Premadeaha made poor decisions in pretty much everything that they just did right there. And unfortunately for not, I mean, that's 3 kills right back to ElobLade. ElobLade now going to be up in the 1k gold lead. And Smutaha, Premadeaha actually had a good kind of time, truthfully, with that top lane. And they were in that bottom lane as well. Don't know the thinking process over there. I mean, the greatest part for Smutaha taken out from that was the trade-off over for the support for the Riot getting killed. I mean, Riot getting killed, that's unfortunate, but it was going to happen no matter what. But getting a little bit of goldage from that, that's pretty good. But everything afterwards, I'm just gassed out because that's really interesting to see what would happen. And we do see MF getting chased down. Olaf going to be able to get some slowness, and Metal X going to be able to pick that kill.
Yeah, good pickup there. Aranea has actually been waiting for that. Just waiting for the misfortune to actually push up as far as she did. So 3 of them top. That should be the death of the top tower, which will even out the global gold. But already, like a 2,000 gold lead being developed for the ElobLade. They're coming out swinging this round.
Yeah, definitely. And looking at the item belts right now, Tear the Goddess on Jace and on top of Nidalee as well. Nidalee, not surprising to get that Tear Goddess. More people I've seen, I mean, we did see this yesterday with, I think, either Jace or some other AD carry picking up a Manamune as well. So we'll see if that'll be Manamune, Muramana, and all that goodness. Aranea getting chased up by Zen. 6-4, Smutaha is actually down again. We do see a teleport coming in. We do see Z coming in as well. Aranea are going to be taken down really quickly by Kryshak, and Kryshak is going to try to get another kill. JRE, you are done, sir, and double kill for this misfortune. Now going to be up after, but Lord.
Oh man, Lord making those big plays, just kind of pause at the dead plant as is. But 3-on-1, I don't even think he's that ballsy to try to do this. But he is going to be peeling them away from that tower. We do got Metal X up there as well, throwing out some of those spears. It's interesting. Oh, Metal X is going to get caught out here by that Orianna. Could go down. He is in range. The ball going off the shockwave will be enough to take out Metal X. I guess he didn't have that arcane shift, or thought maybe that command shockwave wasn't actually up. But yeah, lots of kill trading going back and forth. Lord could be a little bit of trouble. Gonna get slowed into that jungle. Gonna still get off some of those leaves. Jayri now gonna come out as well with the shield, with the picks, and that will be enough to forestall this push. Lord's gonna hang around looking for those spears. Is only gonna get that creep. Really good prediction skills right there. But 4 team members of the Premade is up top. It's only really Jason and Irelia that's kind of still in that party lane.
Yeah, Jason and Aurelia just kind of farming up as well. Truthfully, ElobLade using their team comp really weirdly. I feel like they should be poking a little bit more instead of just straight up engaging. I mean, Aranea is just going up in there and just dying because literally the team can't really follow up. I mean, Nidalee doesn't really have that burst, but I mean, she does have the javelin toss, so it's okay. But yeah, you can't really follow up onto that. And Aranea is burning out his Ragnarok yet again. I mean, you can't keep on using these in like meaningless situations, and truthfully, he's going to get caught one of these times, and he's going to wish he had something of a summer spell to keep him up alive.
Man, oh man, did you see that spear just chunk down Fruit? That was that's going to be a powerful precursor to the rest of this game. I think it's going to be all about them spears. But top lane with that tower down, we've had the ADC actually transition mid. That's going to be pushing down their second tower just a little bit past the 10-minute mark. So we're pretty much on par in terms of the timings for the towers compared to previous games before this.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the game is moving at a super high pace, so hopefully we'll see some goodness from ElobLade again from Smutaha Premadeaha as well. But we'll see. Wait for it actually coming off on the side for Landlord. Getting cut off on there, and it is actually blue team going to steal the dragon as well. Wait for it. Now going to try to get onto Arena. I don't think that was a smart target. JRE is now going to need the target changed up, but yeah, I think we're done chasing ult, and I am so wrong.
Yeah, Arena gonna go back in, gets picked up by Aurelia, and that bullet time. Metal X gonna try for the kill on top of Wait For It, is gonna grab it, but he has a lot of creep aggro on him right now. It looks like he will be okay. He's not exactly flashing red yet. Kerp with those hyper shots at the ends. Fruit actually pushing top by herself. Not too often you see supports by themselves in lane, but she should be able to pick up that tower in the exchange. So not only did they get a kill, they got the dragon, and they're gonna even up the towers all in one fell swoop.
Yep, there you go. Smutaha could be taken down from these minions. Come on, monsters. Why aren't you OP? Oh, by the way, the next patch for the monsters, all the little minions are actually getting their health halved. So there you go. It's gonna be easier. Yeah, it's gonna be easier jungle yet again. Well, not the big monsters, but halved.
Yeah, but the little ones though. I mean, like.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Well, that's an interesting change. Thank you for bringing that up, sir.
Yeah, the small ones are going to be like 115 health, so that's literally at like level 6 or level 7, like 1 or 2 shots.
That's
so.
Like a level 1 Mystic shot.
Yeah, exactly. So, interesting little things they're going to try to change up for PB, and I mean, it's not confirmed, of course. Everything on PB is never really confirmed, but it's there, and we'll see what'll happen. Overall, though, going back to the game, Smutaha Premadeaha definitely coming back into it. I was about to say with the Zyra pushing up and such like that, more aggressive supports that you see building up a little bit AP and stuff like that. In the Korean meta, you'll see like haunting geysers on supports now and stuff like that. Yep. It's just yeah, a lot of damage output, and you want to win the game in any way possible. So having supports have that more damage output, and especially since Go for 10s aren't the biggest things per se, it's good, but it's not really the biggest things that supports really need. They can afford to have a little bit more damage output than usual from like season 2 wise.
Oh my goodness, Kryzek there, just kind of getting TPS right down. He's going to be out of the fight, out of mana to boot as well, so the pressure will be mounting here from ElobLade. With that change to the ambient gold though, yeah, it does take that pressure off the need for the gold pretends. I mean, it's still good to get one of them, which you usually do see because you can upgrade them later, but more damage is better. If you got 5 battle ready teammates, it's gonna go a lot more into a team fight than just having that one passive guy just sitting there accruing the gold.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, hard gold, rest in peace, and all that goodness. But truthfully, the gold balance is actually really bounced back out. Unfortunately for the team of Smutaha Premadeaha, this is actually the position they don't want to be in. They're probably gonna have to actually give away this tower for free, literally. Oh, that 2-shot barrage.
So much poke, Bird. These guys are just poking them down. It's almost like I'm watching an old CLG comp.
I mean, they have pretty much every champion having poke, so I'm pretty sure they want to do some pokage. Kryzek actually going to take a little bit of damage, going to take a fixed shot as well. If they took that spear, actually that would have been the death of Misfortune. Misfortune's ult is down for a little bit longer, so this is another chance, another time for ElobLade to actually keep on pushing up. Definitely the one thing ElobLade doesn't want happening, they don't want to fight in jungle, they don't want to fight at Baron, they don't want to fight at any little open position. They want to just fight at towers and just poke away at the team of Smutaha Premadeaha.
Yeah, poke, poke, poke. I mean, when you're down 1-0, go for those poke comms. Smutaha trying to get in there, though, but the Crescent Blade kind of working against him. Stranglethorns will grab Kerp. You got the Wild Growth on top of Aranea as well, but Metal X on the killing spree with that Orianna looking for the double on top of Smutaha. Does grab him, but we do lose Jace in the process, so 2 for 1 at this point, but we are going to be continuing with the chase. Mystic Shot I don't think actually landing, but Forbidden Lord with the animal form able to pick up the 3rd kill, and now possibly looking for the kill on top of Fruit. We got the picks going off as well, but Forbidden Lord a little bit too low in terms of health, is just going to back on out. Oh, nope, not going to grab it with that true shot. And now everyone kind of low health, low mana, but still a 3 for 1 exchange for the Blades. And again, poke comp. It's so hard to engage upon it.
If you can't get it into it, I mean, really you can do it, but truthfully, if you can't get into it, I think the best engagement that could happen for Smutaha, Premadeaha, you're gonna have to really go in our audacious charge with Zin or Shin, but truthfully, it's a really get that ball, get the shockwave, and then really just go into the back line and just try to get everybody. But the kind of sweet thing that ElobLade's doing, they're actually splitting up really well enough so that only one or two of them are actually grouped up together at most at times. Brelin Lord's really usually off on the side, and literally the team is ready and willing to pounce on any little mistake that Smutaha is going to be doing.
Throwing out those axes, throwing out those spears, death to the minions. I'm sure they deserved it at some point or another, but 13-9, and yeah, big pressure from the ElobLades. Did we just get... No, blue was stolen out, so Zefruit's just doing a little bit of counter warden. And yeah, we do got that sight stone. Still only the tier 1 boots on both the supports, but we have a chalice now on Lulu as well. Chalice into Mikhail's, I think? Mikhail's Crucible?
I mean, that would probably be the best thing for Dree to actually get into. I don't think there would be any other way to do it, but yeah, we'll see what they're going to be doing. Either way, you're going to probably be able to take up this dragon there, probably. Well, that's Spear saying hello to Mr. Smutaha, and then the Shack Blast on top of it saying, can you get away, please, so I can get Arena to smite this. Good. Good. That's exactly right. Now, in terms of some of these items, we are going to be hitting that 20-minute mark fairly soon, you know, a little under 3 minutes. We do have a Brutalizer on Jace, but he also has that BF sword, and still with those tiers, so lots of mana being afforded to both him as well as Nidalee. Nidalee going for that Rabadon's. At this rate, I would say she's going to be able to grab it before that 20-minute mark. Now, Ezreal, though, 6-1-5, has that Infinity Edge with a Zeal and the tier 2 boots. He's kind of looking monstrous right now. Yeah, he's going to be building up to the Phantom Dancer pretty soon, or Static Shiv. I mean, we've seen both, but I feel like it's going to be Phantom Dancer, and then we're going to see him probably build up to a GA right after that. It's going to be scary to think where Ezreal's going to be, compared to where Misfortune is, where she doesn't even have anything built too close to that situation. We're going to see the poke battle coming again, and yeah, middle inhibitor could go down pretty soon.
Now, we don't have that True Shot Barrage for Ezreal for this team fight. Did use it to clean out the top, looking for those Blade Surges to get up in front of it. Wait for it, looking for that engage, but it is going to be the death of Xin, as he just could not even really get close to them. We did have the bullet time going off, and a little bit of damage going down, but again, this poke comp from ElobLade is probably going to ride them to a victory to tie up the game.
Yeah, it's looking like that right now, 18 minutes, and they're already at the inhibitor turret. I mean, there's nothing really the Smutaha can do. They're going to go wait for it, going to engage in again, but wait for it doesn't have anything else to really engage upon, because the team can't really get into the line. The inhibitor is still going to be taken down, and we do see the bottom first turret actually getting taken down for the first time. That's really interesting to see. ElobLade, they really outthought this one. The team comp was really solid, and unfortunately for Smutaha, Premadeaha, there was no way they could really enjoy from it.
Yeah, it's looking pretty grim for them at this point. You know, being pushed in on all sides. I mean, they do got that big push going up top, but every now and then we just keep throwing True Shot barrages at it, and it does go down. We do got some pings to say go on top, but that bottom lane pushing in by itself is also affording just that much more pressure for the ElobLades. So not only are they going to give up their siege mid, looks like they are going to kind of just back on off for now. I do got MeadowX going into the jungle. He's probably going to start the push top. Doesn't really need to go back. He's a little low on mana, but I mean, we got all the ultimates up. We got all the summoners ready to go, except that flash on Orianna. So, you know, before 20 minutes, we should see, well, that's actually 5 seconds from now. Before 25 minutes, we should probably see some really big pushing action.
Either that, or, I mean, ElobLade could play it really passively, and that's definitely not what they want to do. Especially if a poke comp actually needs a team to have AoE massive damage onto like 35-minute mark. ElobLade wants to end this game pretty soon, and if they don't end this game pretty soon, Smutaha, Premadeaha actually is going to have a really good timing, and it doesn't matter how much poke you can do. If we have the tankiness, if we have the damage, the technology, we can do it.
Alright, so 5-man push coming right down that mid. We do got that pink ward sitting there. Okay, well, Hey, whatever works. We do got pushing on the top, pushing on the bottom, Orianna, as well as that Irelia. And but they're going to give up this mid. They're going to give up the inhibitor. I'm not entirely too sure this strange pincer maneuver is going to actually work for Smutaha, but all they know is that they can't really seem to team fight. Out goes the bullet time. Not really going to be doing that much. Fruit absolutely getting crushed by those spears. And I think, I don't know, I don't see us really going back here from ElobLade to defend. I think they might just go in for the win.
I mean, the inhibitor turns down. That means they're gonna have to wait for the next wave to actually have a super minion. But there you go with that. And we do see it really gonna be pushing over the top, but it's Smutaha gonna be taken down really fast. Cryjack can take a lot of damage as well. But two Nexus turrets about to go down. Siege minion being pretty OP. I mean, again, purple siege minions, purple minions in general, making sure that they can take up everything over there. Nexus gonna be exposed right now. I don't think Smutaha, Premadeaha is going to turn this around. And right when I say that, wait for it, is going to go and kill everything.
Well, that was a little bit of a gamble on their part, looking for those split pushes off to the sides. But hey, they are going to get the kill on top of Lord, and they are going to push this back, but at the cost of both Nexus turrets. I'm not too sure they're going to be that lucky next time.
Oh, Crycheck, unfortunately, there's just nothing you can do about it. Wavefort's still going to chase down, but I feel like this point, they're going to actually get killed. So hopefully Wavefort can actually get away from the damage output that he's taken.
That was a flash out of Metal X, but Metal X still playing footsies here with the enemy team. Gonna get the kill on top of Wait For It, and all of a sudden, you know, looking at that 1-kill exchange and chasing him off has now turned into a 3-kill deficit. Lord is back alive. No teleports, he's gonna have to walk on down, but Aaron picks up the 4th kill of the encounter, and it's looking like the death knell. That's pretty much it. It's looking like the death knell.
Yeah, I mean, truthfully though, it's the team comp. The team comp really hurt Smutaha, Premadeaha. I mean, they had a decent little go in the early go, but once they lost that lead in the early game, there's kind of no way that you could really come back from it. Sure, you could have caught them at ElobLade at the tier 1 turrets, but once your tier 2 turrets went down, once your middle inhibitor turret went down, it's gonna be pretty much free roam that alternate ElobLade's gonna have onto Smutaha, and Smutaha can't really do anything about it. They're gonna try to come back into this, but it has to be at least another 20 minutes until they can really do something about it.
Seriously, if the Smutaha actually come back out of this, it's gonna be the comeback of the century. But I really can't see it. 19-10, they're down 11,000 gold. Another dragon in the pocket here of the ElobLade, and you know, again, if they do win the game in the next 2 minutes, and my original prediction is kind of going to be still standing, where they have that big pushing action into a game win, but they only got 2 towers left, and they're not the ones defending the Nexus.
Yeah, definitely not. And then, yeah, I mean, everything's free. I don't think ElobLade's, well, knock on wood, I hope ElobLade doesn't actually try to take over Baron, because definitely they don't actually need it. They just need to push. And they're going to just push up all the lanes and then provide so much pressure that they can't really do anything for Smutaha. Smutaha has to split their attention between top inhibitor and bottom inhibitor, and we're probably going to see the just push up win game through the mid, and yeah, we'll see that come into play really soon. Battle still pretty much staying over at bottom lane, be able to push up over there. Jace's going to go help out. Give out a, well, kind of slow shock blast, but gonna be able to do some good stuff over there as well.
I like that little standoff in the bushes. But they do see Wait For a little bit of poke going down on top of him. Jin's kind of man in the front there in the mid lane, but because we do got 2 mid, this is going to be a lot of pressure coming out from the ElobLade in the bot. The wave clear actually not that bad for the Smutaha, and you can see them just tanking the tower for no apparent reason. I mean, Aaron kind of has health points to spare at this point. We got that Miramena now on Jace as well with the Bloodthirster. Still only the Brutalizers, no Black Cleavers. You know, for the League of Cleavers, we've seen suspiciously very few.
I mean, we've been seeing more utility items, Manamune / Miramena. They're actually a really good item on Jace because, again, Jace goes quite a bit now because of all the changes that he has had. And now you add, well, damage and, well, kills right there. It's just overall OP-ness that you see coming out from, well, Jace, alternate, poke comps, all the other good stuff that, you know, CLG used to run, well, EU meta is going to run it too.
Alright, well, we did get the kill. Look at those home guards coming into action. Maha trying to go on top of Metal Eggs, but he is just too big at this point. Bullet Time getting blown down on top of that as well. And after that first kill on top of Fruit, and he's just thinking, well, that's probably it. Wait for it going in, looking for that engage, just gets forced right on back to the fountain, but it is going to be game 22-10. ElobLade with the poke comp coming out to bring this to our first casted game 3, Mr. Bird.
Yeah, definitely, and you know, ElobLade making sure that they got their game ready and set and go. They're going to be going into this game 3 a little bit better. Unfortunately, Premadeaha, I mean, they were talking about it before. They were like, wow, they were really surprised that they actually picked up the game against the ElobLade. Now going into game 3, I don't know where they're going to be in, but they're definitely going to be banning out at least one of the 3 of the pokers, or maybe even the Wloff per se.
Alright guys, so our first casted game 3. I'm extremely excited for that. Medro is going to set this one up, but you are watching the FourCourtJester with the L3 IRD. Stream is the word, and very excited to get into game